Hello and welcome back to Off The Crossbar Eurowatch Day 12 with myself, Regan Walsh, and as ever, my co-presenter, Brad. How are you doing after these games yesterday?
Is it over yet? Sorry. Oh, well, the job's done. Thank God.
I mean, just about.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know what to say. Just, thank God.
Yeah. So obviously, Group D took place yesterday. England played the Czech Republic, Croatia played Scotland, and it was all up for grabs in terms of who would finish where in that group. We'll start off with Croatia, Scotland. Very good game for.
What?
We'll save the big one till later. That's why.
Yeah, fair play. You just don't want to talk about me, that's all.
Croatia looked very decent quite early on. Again, Scotland had a few chances, but not really testing the Croatia keeper. And then Nikola Vlasic scored after just 17 minutes for Croatia in what was an important goal for them to have any hope of potentially progressing through to the last 16. I think then they pretty much dominated the rest of that first half, Croatia. I think they had quite a lot of chances.
Yeah, seems so. Not been able to catch up on the full highlights still, but it sounded like they dominated. I think I had the half-time punditry on at one point. They said Croatia has 79% possession.
Yeah, I
It's not
mean,
right. It's not great for Scotland at home.
yeah, they finished off with 66% of possession. Yeah, absolutely dominated. However, they did pull one back just before half-time, Scotland, through a Callum McGregor goal, which was a good strike from McGregor, and I think he caught Croatia out by surprise a bit. But yeah, that gave them a bit of hope that they needed. Obviously, going in level at half-time gives you that extra bit of confidence to come out in the second. I'd say for the first 20 minutes or so in the second half, they looked very promising. Again, they had chances, so did Croatia.
Like, all that was right. Scotland, again, happy at half time, but then Luka Modric came out and said, "Hold my beer, Callum McGregor. Here's how you could
Yeah,
score a goal."
I'll score an absolute wonder goal outside of the boot. Absolute wonderful strike from Modric to get his first goal of the tournament and actually make Croatia look like they were playing half decent for once in this tournament.
Yeah, everyone knows he's key to everything,
Yeah,
and he was
and
when he eventually got to it, and he had scored a very important goal.
yeah, and it was a very, very well taken goal. And then I think after that, the rest of the half, Croatia just dominated it, and it was just growing to be really hard for Scotland to get anything out of that game. I mean, again, they had a couple of chances. McTominay, I know, went close. I think Shea Adams had one or two chances before he went off, but it was just showing the class that Croatia had been missing in their opening two games had finally prevailed and showed through in this game. And Perisic scored a third 13 minutes from time with a header from a Luka Modric corner. And that was fate sealed for both teams. Obviously, Croatia advancing through to the round of 16 in second place, whilst Scotland finished bottom of their group.
Did anyone think they were going to get second? It
Heading
seemed like
into
a slight outside bet when you think about it.
before
But
today's
they'll
games,
be so happy to have got a second.
Yeah. So have a look now as Group D runners up. They will face the runner-up of Group E in Copenhagen.
Which could be anyone. Like, who knows?
As that Group E is literally anyone can finish there from. Sweden can finish second, Spain, Slovakia, who currently occupy second, and Poland, who are bottom of the group again, they can also finish there. But
I won't even mind playing Spain.
Well, yeah, I think that could, because like I've said, after the two games we've seen of Spain, they've been really poor to watch. Yes, they've dominated possession, but they haven't offered anything.
No, they seem to have stepped up since that second half against Czech Republic.
Mm.
Finally found the river.
Yeah. Speaking of the Czech Republic now, we will head on to our game as England played Czech Republic at Wembley Stadium. Southgate made a few changes to the starting 11. Harry Maguire came into left centre back, then Kyle Walker and Luke Shaw continued at wing back. Bukayo Saka came in on the right, and Jack Grealish played in at the number 10 position. So obviously you were happy with seeing Grealish in that starting 11. What were your thoughts headed into it?
Oh, depressing. At the start, thank God he started. It's about damn time. But
yeah,
the team still didn't fill me with much like excitement.
Yeah. I mean, it was one of them where, like, it's strange to say, this England team it's weird because they've got world-class players, but they just don't play together as a team. And there's this team should be able to have beaten Scotland quite comfortably, and every game they should have the capability of scoring 2 or 3 goals, but they just haven't.
Nah, and all this argument, because I've heard it so much tonight. Well, you can see why he doesn't play, because anytime they played in an English shirt, they don't seem to deliver the same way they do for their club. Well, here's an answer, Lee Dixon. Maybe actually play them in an English shirt, and then maybe we'll realise.
Yeah.
Like all this saying, well, you can't play them all. Well, we won't fucking know if you don't do it.
Well, yeah, like, you got to play them so we can actually see anything. I mean, Jadon Sancho, got 10 minutes? If
it
that.
Was
I mean,
7.
Like, what are you going to be able to judge from 7 minutes worth of playing time from him? I mean,
he's got an England cap.
Honestly, it got to a point where before I saw him doing that last bit of warm up, I'm like, if I'm Jadon Sancho and I don't get on in this game, I'm leaving the England camp straight away, and I'm not playing for the rest of the tournament. I'll say fuck off Southgate.
But he's not going to do that, is he?
He's not going to. If he didn't play the rest of the tournament, I would have.
Correct me wrong. Did we make substitutes in 4 different times?
Yes.
I thought that wasn't allowed.
No, because the halftime one doesn't count. So you're allowed.
Why.
Yeah, so the halftime.
See, cunning tactical genius there from Gareth.
Yeah, so the halftime substitute doesn't count towards the one of you 3, and neither does a concussion substitute count towards one of you 3. I don't think.
Speaking of concussions, as much as I don't want to joke about it, was Harry Kane playing like he had concussion all game? Because this man's not all right.
Yeah, I mean, did you see that one bit? I think it was around the 20-minute mark or so, just after Raheem Sterling scored, which we'll get onto in a second. How deep he was. He was next to Harry Maguire and John Stones, for fuck's sake.
We're judging him as a striker, but that's not his position. We found it out. He's playing as a third holding midfielder.
He's playing as a fucking centre back in that first half. He was that deep. I don't understand why you got so deep for.
Nobody understands it. If he stands there waiting for the ball, but what's he going to do when he actually receives it?
Well, yeah, I mean, there was a bit, I think it was, I don't know whether it's after he got that ball or a bit later on where he came deep and he played it long to Bukayo Saka.
Just aimlessly. Like, the job is the job is they're giving it to you, Harry. Why are you there?
Yeah. Your job is to be at the opposite end. So when Saka puts in the final cross, you can edit or score past the keeper, not you set up the play to then have, I don't know, Grealish or Sterling in the box, and they're not going to win. I mean, yes, Sterling did win a header for his goal, but 9 times out of 10, them two aren't going to win headers, are they?
You never see Patrick Bamford do this.
Exactly. I mean, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he would have stayed up there and had more chances. But
Ollie Watkins could do the exact same thing and he'd do it 10 times better.
Yeah. He's literally now doing what Wayne Rooney did in the latter years of his career at Man United.
Not score at major tournaments.
And come extremely fucking deep. Like, it's just ridiculous. I don't know what he's doing. I really don't.
I don't know what he's doing, but I do know what the certain number 7 is doing. My sweet prince.
Yeah. just absolutely brilliant from Grealish to set up that goal for Raheem Sterling after 12 minutes. I think Grealish really has put a good name in for himself to have a potential starting place in the round of 16.
The man is undroppable.
Yeah.
So he won't even be in the 23-man squad next week.
Oh, yeah, God, no.
Phil Foden wasn't in the 23.
Yeah,
But that got
wow.
glossed over massively. Well, yeah, it didn't matter in the end.
I don't think he's...
The job's done.
Yeah.
We haven't conceded.
Yeah, second half, though, poor performance, really dull.
Obviously, David Luiz make an appearance.
Yes. But it wasn't the most entertaining second half.
Actually,
I can tell you that much.
Someone got an image of it was the sub when they bought the guy like David Luiz on, and they spotted that the guy next to him looked like Gabriel Martinelli.
I haven't seen that tweet, mate. But yeah, for England, obviously finished top of their group. Croatia in second, Czech Republic in third, who could potentially go through, or more than likely will go through as one of the best third place teams. And then unfortunately for Scotland, they finished bottom of their group, only amassing 1 point against England in that tournament. And for England, they will face, I believe, one of the third place best teams, is that?
No, it's the runner-up of Group F. It's literally been known since the start of the tournament.
Yes, at Wembley Stadium as well.
Again, could be anyone.
Yeah. So that's France, Germany, Hungary, and Portugal as to who England could face. Currently,
on who I want it to be later.
Currently, it is Germany. So I don't think that'll be an easy test for England. But yes, time to look ahead to today's fixtures. Starting off with Group E at 5 o'clock. Slovakia play Spain and Sweden play Poland. So Sweden top of the group by 4 points. Slovakia in second with 3 points. Spain on 2. Poland on 1 point. The only bad thing for Poland is they have a negative 1 goal difference at the minute. Apart from that, it really is anyone's game in that group because, I mean, Sweden are top but have only scored 1 goal in the tournament.
Yeah, it's not just for Sweden, but Spain as well.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty much must win. They can't risk the draw because how the third place stuff's going.
Yeah, like Spain have to beat Slovakia.
Yeah, and who knows? Poland could even beat Sweden, which would mean they just wouldn't get it.
Yeah, because
unless they win.
Poland beats Sweden, they would then finish on 4 points.
Too many permutations in this group.
Yeah, and then Spain, like we said, Spain could become bottom of the group because, like I said, if Sweden lose to Poland and Slovakia beat Spain, then Slovakia would finish top, and Poland would go into third or possibly second, and then Spain would finish bottom of the group as it stands. But yeah, like you said, too many permutations. We'll find out after the games tomorrow.
There's one thing that I'm happy about is now that we have topped the group, we can't finish second, which means we would have played the second place of Group E. That means we've ruled out England versus Spain.
What potentially for the whole tournament?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I've not looked past the last 16, but if that game ever happens, they might as well just cancel the tournament.
I'd just go to a library that day.
Get an early night.
I'd find something more entertaining there, but yeah, it would be very boring.
I will watch Coronation Street. Spend my time more wisely.
Yeah, big players to watch in the Sweden-Poland game. Obviously, Alexander Isak been incredible for Sweden so far. Unlucky not to have scored yet. Poland, obviously, they have Robert Lewandowski. If he gets the service like he did in the game the other day, then you would expect him to score. And then looking at Spain and Slovakia, Spain, you got to say, do you stick with Alvaro Morata after he scored, or do you change the lineup a bit? And
I don't know their full options. Like, how do they change that? Because they played Varane and they put him out wide.
whether they could bring in Mikel Oyarzabal or not Ferran Torres, because Ferran Torres has actually played Adama Traore.
I was going to say, they even brought the secret weapon on.
Yeah, so there is still a few options for Luis Enrique to change the lineup a bit. And then obviously Slovakia, we all know about their talisman in Marakamšik. Stanislav Lobotka as well is a good player. Robert Mack has had a good tournament so far. So, and obviously Milan Skriniar as well at the back has been rock solid. So yeah, definitely a lot to look up to for that game. And then at 8 o'clock, it is the return of the group of death for the final time as Portugal play France, Germany play Hungary, which is going to be absolutely incredible.
The group of death is the wrong moniker for this one. But we have to change it. This can now be called the group of enjoyment.
Yeah.
Because who'd thought we would be in this situation?
Yeah, I mean, both match days so far have been really, really good to watch. I'd say it's been the best group to watch so far. As permutation,
all credit is that to Hungary.
Yeah.
I've liked them in this tournament. Now I despise them. For reasons that have obviously become clear today. I hope they get battered.
Yes.
Although if they could finish second, that would be nice.
Well, yeah, because then England can play them.
Because then we can smash them.
Exactly.
And like the Wembley Arch in the rainbow colours.
As it stands, France are top on 4 points, Germany second on 3 points, Portugal in third on 3 points, and same goal difference, and Hungary are bottom. The reason Portugal are below Germany, despite scoring more goals, is because Germany beat Portugal in their games. Saturday, Sunday, Friday? When was that game?
It was Saturday.
Yeah, so that's why Germany are ahead of Portugal. But yeah, anything can happen. Portugal, France, I think is going to be one for the ages.
This has potential to be great. Like, there's a game for Ronaldo to step up, and still he's already done. Why did I say step up?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Going like he hasn't already done it.
I mean, he's joint top goal scorer.
Like, him carry the team on his own.
Yeah. Obviously, we all know about France, what they've got and what they're capable of doing. It's just, I'm really, really excited now for this to happen later on tonight.
I would say I've been overly impressed with the French. Like, they've not need to be. They haven't. But they go for the same routine they did in the World Cup. We don't need to fully go through the group stage because we're going to go wild in the knockouts.
Yeah. And then Germany, Hungary, you got to say, despite playing entertaining football, Hungary, you got to say the Germans are favourites for it.
For life, they must batter them.
Yeah.
The only time I may slightly root for the Germans.
Only time?
The only time it's the Germans. It's
like we're back in the 1930s. It's not that bad.
Oh no, it's not that deep. It's just a bit of playful banter.
But yeah, it's going to be absolutely great to see the final set of games, and we'll be able to fully figure out who will be playing who in the last 16. And we start again on Friday, or was it Saturday, the first set of fixtures in the stages?
Yeah, it's Saturday.
Okay, well, let's have a look back at our predictions. So you obviously got England right, and I got Croatia right in terms of the results. So that was one apiece. And for the final time, the group stages, what are you going to go for? We'll start off with Group E.
Could have predicted any of this. Surely Spain win this one. But no, they're not winning it. They draw it again.
Okay. Sweden, Poland.
Could I say draw in this as well? I've got to think both of these games are just going to be a bit drab.
So basically, the group's going to stay how it is.
Yeah, it would seem that way.
And then England would face Slovakia in the knockout stages. group of excitement, as we'll call it now.
No, we wouldn't play Slovakia. Where have you got that one from?
Sorry, we're Group F, and that's not Group E. That's my bad.
You had me for a second. I was dreaming.
Croatia would play Slovakia.
Yes, Croatia. Group F.
Yes. Group F. Germany, Hungary.
France will beat Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
And the Germans will destroy the Hungarians. Can I even give a score prediction? They're scoring at least 4. At least.
Okay. Right. I'm going to go with Slovakia to win. I'll go with Poland. I'm going to go with a draw in the France game and Germany to win.
I'm sorry for any Hungarian listeners. It's not your fault. Your politics is shit.
It is kind of their fault.
Yeah, then again, you voted for it.
Yes.
And now we've alienated the Hungarian listener.
Right. Elsewhere, news-wise, Inter Milan confirmed the signing of Hakan Çalhanoğlu yesterday. The Turkish midfielder joins the club after leaving AC Milan on a few, I think it's 2-3 year deal he's signed with the Nazuri. Lionel Messi is apparently getting close to being done in terms of a new contract until June 2023. Last clause is to be approved and then it'll be done and completed. That is according to Fabrizio Romano.
I've got something.
Go on.
It appears that Villa have bid 25 million for Bukayo Saka. Just who knows?
Yeah. Norwich completed the signing of Milo Rashica.
That's a funny one.
Werder Bremen, which was, like you said, a very strange signing for them. And there's no updates.
If we had signed him last summer, would there have been all this same positivity around it?
Well, I doubt it.
Everyone's going, oh, what a signing for Norwich. Where was his attitude? Were we linked to him?
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
Well, that 9.4 million seems a bargain even after everything.
I believe that is all the deals and stories. Obviously, if there's any more, we'll update it through our social media throughout the day. And until tomorrow, when we'll be reacting to the wrap-up of the games in Group E and F and have a full, clear picture of the round of 16, it is goodbye from myself and goodbye from Brad.
See ya. It's coming home. It's real.
We'll see you soon. No, it's not.